Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. It is an absolutely gorgeous morning here. 63 degrees right now, 63 degrees. I'm on the boardwalk in Area 4 at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park in North Naples, Florida. And we're expecting a rather pleasant day today. Today's high is going to get up to around 79, 80 degrees. A little bit of a breeze blowing. Still got some waves here along the coastline, but nothing like the past several days. Not nearly as rough as it has been. The tide is on its way in. High tide at Wiggins Pass is at 11:14 a.m. We'll see what happens this morning. See what our beach looks like after all that wind and waves. So I'm hoping everyone had a safe and fun Halloween. I hope you didn't eat too much candy. Good morning. Don't jinx us. It might only last a couple days. People are commenting on this gorgeous weather, this temperature. Did you have a lot of trick-or-treaters last night? Our neighborhood was kind of quiet compared to previous years, not counting last year. We've erased last year from our calendars and memories. Normally, Naples Park here in North Naples gets a lot of kids on Halloween. I think there's more and more events going on now for kids like they had here at the park. The trunk or treat, whatever they call it. Where you just go to parking lots and the parents hand out candy. It's a great idea. Keep the kids in one place. It's going to be interesting to see what this beach looks like at low tide. We'll be out here at low tide in a couple days. Hopefully low tide won't hit right at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Remember, I don't do live feeds on Wednesdays now. beach has definitely changed shape over the past week. It's got some new zigs and zags in it. But it's still just as glorious as ever. Can you believe it's November already? Holy cow. Another month has bit the dust. Before you know it, it's going to be 2022. With that breeze, it's actually a little bit on the cool side with that breeze blowing here. In the shade. Morning. The sand is nice and warm from the water. Water temperatures in the low 80s. So that sand is nice and warm. So how's everybody's Monday starting out? Is everybody feeling all right? Any aches and pains other than the normal signs of aging? Oh, don't you just hate that? The creaks and cracks when you get out of bed. Oh. If you got anything that's troubling you, if your health is failing, if you need some guidance, if things just aren't going right in your life and you need some prayers, feel free to share your prayer requests here in the comments. We've got a wonderful group of friends here, our beach family. Let us know what might be bothering you, and we'll add you to our prayer lists. You don't have to go into a whole lot of detail. If you need some prayers, if one of your family members needs some prayers, one of your friends, or even one of your pets, it doesn't matter. We love our little fur babies and feathered babies and scaled babies, whatever you're into. Go ahead and share your prayer requests with our group here. You can see that water got up here. The past 3 days, the high tides were high. You can see the weed line here along the beach. This is the very north end of Area 3 here. It's going to be interesting to see what it looks like up at Wiggins Pass. I'm going to try to get up there this morning and get another look. We were up there Saturday when the wind was blowing and the waves were crashing on the beach, and it did not look good up there. I did share a video that I posted on YouTube of a little walk around that I did at the point up at the north end of the park. It wasn't looking too good, unfortunately. The old boardwalk is starting to fall apart now. The end of the old boardwalk where they had that little deck, that's starting to break up. So sad seeing our beach in that state. We cannot control Mother Nature. She's gonna do what she wants to do. It seems like every time we try to mess with Mother Nature, we make things worse instead of better. Good morning. I'm hoping the sun gets to come up over the trees here before those clouds move in on us. So we get some nice colors here in the water and sky. Good morning. Never better?
Nothing better. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, don't you just love this weather?
It's interesting. You're bundled up this morning.
Well,
Sorta.
only because my son told me to be.
It is, but when that breeze blows,
Yeah.
it's cool.
It's cool, yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
it feels great though. I love it.
Morning,
It's like we
Carol. Yeah.
Yep, Carol's back.
We're waiting for the crowd.
Yeah, the crowds are on their way. You can see it in the traffic already.
That's what my son said. Yeah.
Already the traffic's getting
Picked up.
bad, especially around that rush hour time on
Yeah.
41.
Yeah, I try to avoid it.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Have a great day. Yep, traffic is picking up here in Naples already. Season has begun. It's just a slow, steady increase of people in their vehicles now for the next, 2 months. Then by January, we're in. Good morning. Come January, we're full on in season. The restaurants are crowded, everything's crowded. But you know what? It's all right. It's a good thing. Yeah, it gets a little frustrating at times, but it's all right. We love our snowbird friends. And it's great because I get to see a lot of you in person. That's what's great about the winter here, is I get to see a lot of you who are watching in person. Looking forward to it. So I did get a nice little response. I posted, a couple days ago, a little picture of some bar bites, happy hour bar bites at Naples Coastal Kitchen. And it seems like there's some interest in some of our friends getting together and going there for a little happy hour get together, a 5 o'clock happy hour. So I'm gonna work on figuring out a date. I know Thursday isn't a good time for some of our friends. Thinking maybe a hump day, maybe a Wednesday is a good day for a happy hour get together, the middle of the week. It's also a great place for dinner if you want to stick around and have dinner there and do whatever. But they've got a neat little seating area that I think we can get and to ourselves, have our own little area there at the restaurant. I don't think it's going to be too crowded yet. And Chef Hector is awesome. Love that place. I love Naples House of Omelets, the North Naples Country Club. Yeah, there's lots of fancy restaurants here in town. You can get whatever you want to eat in this town, and you can spend just about whatever you want to spend. From a $5 lunch special to a $500 dinner. I was talking to somebody, I don't know where it was, and he was telling me somebody that has some money. It's not one of our beach friends. It was just somebody I was chatting with about how things have changed here. And he was saying, yeah, I used to be able to go downtown and get a nice dinner for $100. Now it's $200. $200 for dinner. Well, to each their own. We used to be able to buy a week's worth of groceries and more for $200, but I think those times have changed. I don't think we're ever going to see the old days again, the way things are going. I think everybody's going to be on food stamps. I think that's the plan. We're down in Area 1. We have made it down to Area 1. And the park is still here. It didn't wash away. Thank goodness. I think I'll go down to the boardwalk in Area 1 and turn around and start my trek up to Wiggins Pass. The sun's starting to hit the water now. That water's really muddy, really churned up. It's gonna take a few days at least for it to clear up. Thank goodness the red tide didn't make it to our shores. At least I don't smell it out here. It's pretty overwhelming when it's around. Pretty overpowering. So that's awesome news. It was 10 miles offshore on Thursday, and they were expecting it to make its way to our beaches here in Naples over the weekend. Good morning. But it did not happen. It did not happen. I think I'm going to keep walking. Gonna go down to the end of the park. Such a nice morning. Get my steps in. I did good yesterday. I did 13,000 steps. I don't know if we're going to see any dolphins out here. I don't think they're going to be in close. If we do see them, might catch one popping up out beyond the waves. I'll give you a look back up to the north. Yeah, I wish I got to see you, Judith, darn it. I wish I got to see you. Good morning. Fairly quiet out here this morning as far as beach walkers. I have seen a few shells on the beach, nothing that really grabbed my attention. But I have seen a few shells scattered around on the beach. When I came into the parking lot, the red flag was still flying, meaning hazardous conditions here, water conditions. They might be changing the flags out this morning, maybe going from red to yellow. I don't think there's no more riptide advisory. That's been lifted. Daryl, good morning, Daryl. Mr. Cooper, good morning. Rose, Jackie, Judith. Donnie, are you on here? Jan, are you around? Hey, Kathy. Kathy Carroll. We went over to Todd and Kathy's last night with some friends and sat out in the driveway handing out candy, eating candy, handing out candy. Having a Coors Light or two. Todd and Kathy have 2 parrots. She brought them out there and put them on their perch out there. That was fun. Lila and Bella. Bella sings opera. It's pretty funny to hear her sing her opera. I see somebody sent some stars this morning. Thank you. I appreciate that. As you all know, I do love coming out here, but as much as this seems like just a whole bunch of fun, it actually is work. It is a commitment that I've made to come out here. So I do rely on your financial generosity. Tips are always welcome, especially this time of the month. That first week is when all my bills are due every month, so that's when those tips really come in handy. If you'd like to send a tip, you can find a link to my Facebook page in the description of this post, or my Facebook page, my PayPal page. PayPal and Venmo. For those of you that use Venmo. Venmo's a little better than PayPal, I think. But Facebook stars are always awesome too. You can send Facebook stars to any of my videos, not just my live feeds. So keep that in mind. There's two things that keep these live feeds and this Facebook page going. It's your friendship, number one, and then your financial support. So thank you. Where we are, down at the end of the park. Down at the end of the beach. Good morning, Joni. That sun still hasn't made it up over the trees. This time next week, the sun will be way up over the trees at this time. We're gonna be turning our clocks back next Sunday here in Florida. The sun's just getting ready to pop up here. It's hiding behind the corner of that building. That building that stands on the site of the old Vanderbilt Inn and Cheeky Bar was legendary. The shenanigans that went on at that beachside bar, legendary. I can't tell you all the things that happened there. All I can say is it was fun. There used to be a lifeguard, big lifeguard chair right here on the beach. The Cheeky Bar was right up in there. It was the place to be on weekends. People would come by boat, by jet ski, by parachute. Yeah, you heard me, by parachute. But the property was worth just too much money to an investor who decided to build a big condo. I'm sure if you Google Vanderbilt Inn Cheeky Bar, you could put Tiki Bar in there too. Cheeky or Tiki Bar. You'll see some photos from the old days, the memories. It was just like an old mom and pop motel. What was really cool is you could they let your kids swim in the pool while the parents did their partying. Had a built-in babysitter. It's very, very similar to the Outrigger Beach Resort up on Fort Myers Beach. Very similar to the Outrigger. But the Outrigger bar, the Tiki Bar, is way smaller than the one that was down here. But same kind of atmosphere. Which is another fun place. You know, the beachfront bars are kind of a dying thing. Hard to find here in Naples. Beachfront dining, restaurants. You got to go to Fort Myers Beach. I'm not a huge fan of Fort Myers Beach, especially the northern part of Fort Myers Beach. One, I'm an old fart. It's for younger people. But the Outrigger, I do recommend if you want to go have a cocktail and close to the water or close to the beach, the Outrigger is the place to do it. Some great entertainment up there on Saturdays. My friends play up there. Megan Rose and Papa Smoke, father and daughter team. Awesome musicians. Saturday afternoons. Come on, is this all the sun I'm going to get here this morning? This one little streak of sunlight? Come on, Mr. Sunshine. Had a nice walk down on the beach by the Naples Pier yesterday morning. Gorgeous colors at sunrise. Kind of caught me by surprise. Didn't see any dolphins though. No dolphins yesterday. That's another obvious place to visit when you come to Naples, is the Naples Pier. Great place to take in a sunset. 3rd Street South, just 2 blocks away. All the fine dining on 3rd Street South. Pricey, but great. Just a great experience. 3rd Street South. Awesome farmers market. Getting ready to crank up here again here. And I don't know when they start that. I think it opens in November. They shut down 3rd Street South on Saturday mornings from 7 to 11. It's probably it is the best farmers market around. You know, it'd be kind of interesting to see. If you want to share it, I don't care. You know, this is like, maybe you feel it's confidential or personal, but I know a lot of friends are coming down here and they've got some places rented for 3 months, 4 months. They've also got Airbnbs. Curious what the price ranges are, what you getting for the prices. I know a lot of people are curious what lodging costs down here in the winter months. I know it's insane. It's just gone through the roof here. It's like tripled. I know Pete and Nancy, they were staying over at the DoubleTree, which is not too far from the beach here. It's really close. The DoubleTree, and they just remodeled the DoubleTree. Just renovated all the rooms. They're still working on some of them. Pete and Nancy said it was really nice. Of course, the Inn at Pelican Bay, that is close too, very close. But that is a little pricier. More of a pampered type hotel. They definitely pamper you at the Inn at Pelican Bay. Got a great bartender there too, Jeff. We actually go see him once in a while, hang out with Jeff the bartender at the Inn at Pelican Bay. Buzz's Lighthouse. If you want an old Florida vacation, the Lighthouse Inn on Vanderbilt Beach. Interesting. One of our good friends, Annette, stays there. She can tell you all about the place. Yeah, let's turn around, start walking up the beach. Try to get up to Wiggins Pass and see what that looks like now that it's a little calmer here. And the tide is a bit lower. Water's still getting up here pretty high on the beach, considering we're several hours away from high tide. You can see the water is very, very cloudy. Like I said earlier, it's gonna take several days. It needs to calm down before it can start clearing up here. Nothing wrong with it though, no red tide. We're in good shape. We dodged a bullet with that red tide. Very worried that that storm was gonna push the red tide onto our beaches here, but it didn't happen, thank goodness. I don't know how far away it is now. It was 10 miles out before the front came through, so I'm sure it's a lot closer. I see I got a few more stars here. Awesome. Thank you. Good morning. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
I keep looking out of the corner of my eye at the water, and I see things popping up, but they're little waves just popping up. I keep thinking I'm seeing a little dolphin sticking its fin up out of the water, but it's the waves playing tricks on me. It is a pretty morning, Tammy. It's always pretty in its own way. Every morning's pretty here. Every morning's just unique in its own special way. Take a peek down here at the ground. I don't see some broken moon shells. I don't see any shells that I want to shove in my pocket here. There's just a few spots where there's some shells washed up on the beach. Not a ton of them. Not what you'd be expecting after all those waves. Just see, here's another little line of them. I wonder if Mike is finding any shark's teeth out in the water. I'm sure our friend Mike is chomping at the bit to get out on the boat and do some fishing. It's probably gonna be another, I don't know what it's like. I think it's a little rough out there still today. I see some boats heading out. Hey, hit that share button if you're liking what you're seeing here. Invite your friends to tag along with us. Still a little rough here. So you gonna get out on the boat this week?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yep.
Awesome, man.
Gonna go out at Fishtail Marina.
Oh, okay. Up north.
Hopefully, we tried that a couple weeks ago. Caught a lot of smalls. Hopefully I'll get in and we'll find some places that will catch a little bit bigger fish.
Nice. How's any shark's teeth from the storm?
She found one.
Really?
I haven't found any in the last couple
On the
of days.
beach? You found it on the
Yeah.
beach? No, yeah,
Well,
you're
she
not gonna
found
see it
in the water.
Oh, really?
Washing up.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's been not very good. Not yet.
I think once it calms down a little and
Yep.
clears up, there's going to be a lot of stuff along that little ridge.
I agree with you. Yep, in time it's gonna look real
Yep.
real good. Have a good day, Rob.
All right, take it easy, Mike. Have a great day. Good morning. Did you? Yeah, give him a call, see what he says. Because what Dave does is he, I mean, his is just whatever people want to do. He doesn't have anything set in stone. It's wherever, how long you want to go out, where you want to go. And,
That sounds great.
I mean, he's your captain.
Well, I see you out with him a lot. So
Yeah.
It sounds perfect.
It is. It's a little. It's a part. You know, it's a big boat. You know, you got to step down to get on it.
Okay.
So as long as everybody can
We're all
get
good.
in good shape, that's,
Yeah.
that's what's important.
Last time we brought Roy, and he had a little trouble, but he
Yeah,
he
on
was a
on
trooper.
Sandy's
We got
boat.
him
Yeah,
there.
and hers
And
is.
we got him out.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
good.
We had to kind of lift him in and out of Dave's boat when we took him. But
Yeah.
no, I'll tell you what, Captain Dave's fun.
Yeah,
He's a
he
great
looks
captain.
Like fun. I
He's
think we'll have a good time.
yeah.
So, thank you.
As
so
long,
much.
you know, once he's if you get him to start telling jokes,
Yeah.
but you might have to like monitor his jokes.
Okay.
He gets
Thanks for the-
some of them are adult jokes, but we're all adults.
Yeah, I think we can handle
Yeah.
it. We've heard of-
All right, Judy.
Take care.
Take it easy. Our friend Judy. Judy. Excuse me. Darn, I got the sniffles. The sniffles. Darn, I keep coming across these little piles of shells, but there's nothing in them. Waves seem to be getting a little bigger here. Just think because the tide's coming in and getting more of a break on the sandbar now that's just offshore. I'm at the north end of Area 2 Beach. The north end of parking lot 2. Is crossing into Area 3 at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park in North Naples, Florida. If you're just tuning in. All that blue sky, man, we're surrounded with the blue. The water picking up the blue. Definitely the Monday morning blues, the good kind of blues. These are the blues that we all love. Well, stay tuned. I'm going to walk up to Wiggins Pass during part 2 of this morning's live feed. So if you're curious to see what the pass looks like, be sure to tune into that. I was looking up in the old pine tree here at the north end of Area 2 to see if our osprey friend was sitting up there, but I don't see it. No signs of an osprey. I'm going to bring this live feed to a close here, but as I said, stick around for part 2 of this morning's beach walk. I'll be back in a little while. Just going to take a break for a few minutes. If I don't see you later, have an awesome Monday. Thanks for hanging out with me. Be sure to tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. Help me spread the word and share the love. Remember my mission: bringing awesome people just like you together in the mornings, one beach walk at a time. That's what it's all about. Thank you for the stars. Those of you that sent stars this morning on Facebook, thank you. I appreciate that. If anybody sent a tip this morning, I really appreciate that. Those tips are what help me get over the hump every month, and the bills are due, so thank you. If you'd like to send a little token of appreciation, you can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. It's your friendship and financial generosity that keep these live feeds going. Well, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, my friends, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.